Fox, and here we go. It's going to be taken there by Tyler Roberts, who's also been seen back in the ball.
I want the Rams to win.
We will see that Lamar Jackson-less Ravens offense behind Cooper Rush. And he's a guy that is familiar with start football games. He's 9-6 his career.
Cooper Rush is like winning back.
Obviously, last week did not have the best week with 3 interceptions. But a couple years ago, Dak Prescott got hurt. He won the first 4 games he started for him. So he knows how to win.
Yeah, he's had success as a starter in the NFL. I think he gives the entire team confidence, but he's got to make some quick decisions today and limit this Rams pass rush.
And they'd love to get Derrick Henry going. He's been quiet. It's a pretty good start as Henry rumbles up the middle. Works his way up to the 34. Look at this Ravens offense. This team was so banged up. They had 7 Week 1 starters out of lineup last week. Ronnie Stanley, their star left tackle, is back this week. That'll help him out. He missed last week's game with an ankle injury.
Yeah, obviously, this game plan is going to be very Derrick Henry focused, I think. He's obviously got great skill players at Andrews and Likely, Zay Flowers, but it's got to go through the run game and Derrick Henry this afternoon.
Go to it again. So already been feeling for Baltimore to start this game with Henry. And a first down right off the bat.
Yeah, they want to get that train rolling, so to speak, and that's the freight train right there. 250-pound back, running straight downhill in the secondary. When he can stay on his track and not stop his feet in the hole, he's impossible to get on the ground less than 5 yards.
Did you do that on purpose? Train track? I see what you did. Well done. Give it to Henry again. Good cut to Derrick Henry in the open field. Gets a quick one on the feet. He's got another first down to pick up 11.
Yeah, just a simple outside zone. Everyone's going to the left. Derrick is reading for the first open hole. And this is where, again, he doesn't stop his feet. 1 foot in the ground, his left foot vertical into the defense. So it's nearly impossible to get down with just arm tackles, but running through Cam Curl there at the end, it's a great start for him after coming off 4 pretty tough games.
Yeah, no doubt. He had a monster week 1 against Buffalo. And since then, it's been only 37 yards a game on the ground. So already he's got 23. Justice Hill spells him in the backfield here, and he'll get it. And Hill up the middle, and he goes to about the 44. And pick up another 5 yards. Against this Rams defense, and what stands out among other things is their defensive front.
Yes, they attack. They're very physical. They're best when they can just contain the run game and then let them tee off in these must-pass situations. Obviously, when they've handed the ball off 4 straight times, that mitigates that pass rush. But that's why they got to settle this run game down so they can get to their strength.
Here's the other game. So Juice Hurley is ready for first down. To the 38 he goes for John Baltimore. He's trying to turn this thing around. Baltimore's just 1-4 for the second time in his long career, 18 years. And there's an injury for the Rams. It's Cam Curl, the starting safety, who is slow to get up. See him, number 3 right there. Injury timeout. Baltimore on the move. On the
Yeah, we have an injury timeout.
Coors Light. Choose chill. Tonight on Fox, the Mariners take on Vladdy and the Blue Jays. Game 1 of the ALCS tonight after football on Fox. The big game on Fox is sponsored by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Right, Cam Curl getting retaped. Looks like that ankle, as you see, that right ankle just kind of bad step there, I guess. Hopefully he'll be okay and be back in there. Ravens on their opening drive using the run game here. Which wants to throw for the first time. Good effort there as Darius Williams had the coverage.
One advantage you have with Cooper Rush is he's played a lot of football. He's redirecting guys at the line of scrimmage, just making sure everyone's on the same page. And it's nice when you're at home, when you have all that verbal communication that allows all 11 guys on offense to be on the same page. And the execution, they didn't come down with the ball, but I do like hearing the quarterback make sure everyone's seeing it through one set of eyes.
Good room the run. Until that, Josiah Stewart, a good-looking rookie for the Rams, came and made the hit. And that's been a problem, Tom, for getting this run game going. Derrick Henry has been hit behind the line of scrimmage a lot this year.
Sure has, and it's not the way to get the big man rolling. He needs a little space. He's not necessarily a jump cut type runner. He's got to see a spot and then hit it.
A false studs.
Let me go. What are we doing? Got him a hard count at home.
I think Cooper Rush is asking there, why did I get a free play? And Dean Blandino is because when you have a rusher unabated, they're going to blow it dead. Is that right? Accurate?
That's correct. That clear path to the quarterback, or if the right tackle reacts early, which he might have before the snap.
Nonetheless, making a third down and 4. Cam Curl back in the game at safety for the Rams. Just got the ankle retaped.
Another false studs.
Do we get 2 hard count first downs here? Jared Verse was the one who moved. Let's see. If anyone on the Ravens moved first. How about the wily vet Cooper Rush? Yeah.
Another offside.
Jared Verse basically at the middle linebacker spot. He's got such great burst. He doesn't need to get off that fast. That's another guy that doesn't need that advantage to jump the snap down.
Does he try it again? Which one? It's called Derrick Henry. It's a first down for the Ravens.
Just called a flash play. Likely's going back to cut off the backside. And again, just moving that line of scrimmage. Falele, Rosengarten on the right side. Just giving this big back a chance to really be decisive. And Patrick Ricard's been out most of the season with a calf. That's been a little bit of an issue. There's been not quite gelling on this offensive line. But this first series is exactly the way they need to start this game.
Drive again. Henry on the left. Gang tackle there. He works his way down to the 11. He's going to pick up 3. Sean McVay's Rams coming in looking for a little momentum. You know, there's some big moments this year, but 3-2. Obviously, Sean in his 9th year has done an amazing job. They made the playoffs 6 of 8 years, got a Super Bowl win under his belt. It's not the story he had hoped for, though, as the Ravens get it first and marching down the field. 10th play of this opening drive. It's Henry, left side. He's close to the
Looks like it's going to be hard to get some weight done.
And it's coming back.
They got on board. He's
Yes!
just a little bit extended there. extended. And that ref standing right behind. He's going to throw that every time.
Back to second down at 16. Justice Hill in the game. Is hit down around the 13-yard line. So they get some of it. Darius Williams on the stop. Pick up 8. Third down coming up.
Much more manageable in that situation. That's one thing I like about Cooper Rush. He does have that patience in the pocket to go through his progressions, and when he sees it, he can cut it loose.
Lamar Jackson nursing that hamstring out last couple weeks. They have a bye next week, so the feeling is that after the bye, he will be back. Keaton Mitchell checks in the game in the back for the first time. He's got crazy speed. On a third and 8, Rush. Steps up before Rush's rush. Near first down. This is going to be a little short of another penalty on the line of scrimmage. And looks like it's going to come back again. Boy, it's such a promising start for them, and then 2 penalties going to move it back.
There, Ronnie Stanley on the hold.
Offense number 79. 10-yard penalty. Third down.
Getting him back from injury, and he makes a tackle. Is that listed on the call sheet as a penalty or a tackle right there?
Either way,
That's it's a good wrap-up. Andy gets the body weight on him.
That's trying to stop Jared Verse, who has been an absolute beast.
Oh, man.
In his second year.
It's just important now in this situation, Cooper Rush, don't go any further back. Conservative play, you got 3 points on the board. Just find an easy completion.
On third and 18. But obviously nowhere near the first down, and so the field goal unit will come on out. It'll be interesting to watch today. You heard Tom tell us about the wind. They were talking about gusts maybe up to 30, 35 miles an hour, and watching warm-ups, some of these kicks went wild a little bit, so we'll see. It's almost like you got to get lucky and not have a gust as you're about to strike the ball.
That was very breezy down there on the field, KB. Just, it's sometimes tough when you see those flags or to really measure it in these stadiums, but these kickers know anything above 10, 12 miles an hour affects all these kicks.
So here's Tyler Luke, give Baltimore the lead, 37 yards away. And that kick is up and perfect. So, Baltimore, nice opening drive with the run game and Derrick Henry. They grab a quick 3-0 lead. In the 60s, and really a good start for Baltimore. They used up half the first quarter, kept Matthew Stafford off the field, and they grabbed a 3-0 lead.
So dream start. Sometimes these teams come from the West Coast to the East Coast in 1 o'clock games. It's a bit of a challenge. The body clock's not quite up and running. Fortunately for the Rams, there's a little bit of bend, don't break, and you can get up ready. A good start for the Ravens offense.
Aaron, the Rams probably think they should be 5-0. They're 3-2.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, after that loss about 10 days ago against San Francisco, Sean McVay saying, I don't remember feeling this disgusted waking up the next morning. Like I mentioned, they've had some time away from that loss, and the message remains clear and still the same from McVay. He told us we've left about 7 to 10 points out there thanks to turnovers, penalties, which we just saw in our field goal operation. We got to clean it up and clean it up now.
Yeah, it's been some mistakes for them. Certainly winnable games as Wigginton's going to catch on first play. Hit immediately by Nate Wiggins. We know this. Matthew Stafford is playing as good as he ever has in his 17th year, and this offense is humming behind him.
Yeah, just so accurate, so decisive, so confident. You see 1,503 yards, over 300 a game. He has such autonomy at the line of scrimmage to get in and out of what you call a premium play. What's our best play based on what the defense is doing? And he gets to be the author of this offense.
Williams going to get the carry across the 40.
And he gets to author it with a couple stud wideouts.
Oh, my goodness.
Nakua, Devontae Adams, not to mention Tutu Atwell's come up with some big plays this year. Whittington, who they all really like. He just gets to read the coverage and deal.
Well, it's a big home run threat. He's inactive, so we will see more.
Also, to mention, he also say I also Well, you know what that means. We're going to put $75,000 in bonus money in the jackpot. Yes.
It's a first down, yes.
Thanks so much, Cav. Colts looking to stay atop the AFC South, taking on the Cardinals. Daniel Jones finds Tyler Warren wide open in the middle. Takes that one in for the score. Colts up early in this one, 7-9.
Here's something that you didn't know, Tom. If the playoffs started today, and I know they don't, the Colts would be the number one seed in the AFC.
Pretty exceptional based on where they were at last year at this time. Give them a lot of credit for turning things around quickly.
Here's Kyron Williams. And he stepped up, shrinks the legs to get inside the 50. So this offense comes into today, number 2 in the league yardage-wise. They're averaging over 400 per game. Points-wise, maybe not where they should be because they haven't been good in the red zone. They get their left guard, Steve Avila, back, which is a big deal for them. So many, you said it, Tom, so many weapons to choose from. After the throw, Brooks is picked up. Goes to Devontae Adams, rolls it in, and he's got a first down. When your top 2 receivers are Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, that is sick.
Their ability to pick up pressure like this in the pass game. Bringing Simpson on the blitz. Williams steps up, protects his quarterback, and then the on-time passing. As soon as Devontae's head turns around, the ball's halfway there. Devontae knows the ball's going to be halfway there. That's just great timing and chemistry.
And he's popped at about the 36-yard line. We'll play the Fox Super 6 NFL Challenge. Download the Fox Sports app right now. Enter for free for a shot to win your share of $10,000 in cash prize. See the Fox Sports app for all the details. Ravens score on a long drive. They're opening. The Rams on the move on their opening drive. Play fake. It's Stafford. Blitz on beauty throwing catch to the tight end. He's inside the 15. It's another Ram first down.
Yeah, just great misdirection. He actually goes on a quick count before the defense is really ready. Kind of walks to the line, gets them all set and goes. And now you got to deal with the misdirection. They get Nacua in the flat finally, like no defense has done this year. But then he's got Higbee down the field for even a bigger play. It's what we've seen all year from this offense. When they are operating, it is nearly impossible to stop turning this pass game.
Inside the 10, he goes. And taking on this Ravens defense, and when you think Ravens, you really do think defense. And that goes back to, of course, Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and all those guys, but they've always been good. This year, they're struggling in a big way. I mean, they're last in a lot of categories. Now, they have been banged up. They get Kyle Hamilton, their star safety back, and Marlon Humphrey, their starting corner. So they get 2 excellent players back, but still without Roquan Smith, their star middle linebacker today. 75. Stafford floats around to Devontae. Incomplete in and out of the hands, maybe a little high, and a missed opportunity.
He has not missed much this year, but that one should be an easy one, open by 5 or 6 yards, and maybe a little better catch would have been very tough. Wide open in the back of the end zone, and it really only happens because that twitch and that protection just a little too high.
To the left to go to. Stafford floats one corner. It's incomplete.
got exactly what he was looking for. He cammed it, got to the pass that he wanted, wide open on the corner route. You get win the leverage, you know right there, this is where you're going. And it just a little too much. Maybe the wind affected that a little bit. That's one that Matt has been hitting all season long. A little surprised to see him miss that one.
So now it's Joshua Carty for a 26-yard field goal. These special teams units have been a problem for the Rams all the year.
Oh no! Missed the field goal!
Continue to be a problem. With maybe that wind affecting it, even though it was a short kick.
Yeah, which Carty actually gets a very good hit on it. And it just kind of whips to the right. Hits the right upright, just dead square. He can't believe it. What happened? What happened? Looking up at Mother Nature. What do you say to Mother Nature? Mother Nature's got the under today.
Yeah. Then there with the golf shot. Yeah, that hit that great. That's a 70-yard short of the green.
I love blaming the weather on people's
It's never my spot. It's always the wind. Or something else. Quiz from Rush. Over the middle he goes. Andrews on defense ball by Troy Reader. Reader playing today for the injured Omar Spades. It's Todd Monken in his third-year offensive coordinator, and he's done an amazing job since he came here from Georgia. I mean, this team has been a top-5 offense since he got here. He's changed Lamar Jackson in terms of his passing stats and numbers. Right now, they're the 6th best scoring offense in the league, and that was after a stinker last week without Lamar. So they can score. Monken's done a great job with that. 3rd and 6 here. It's coming. Rush on the wall.
It's intercepted! Yes!
And exactly what you can't do. Steps up. Receiver Lake, or Flowers, gets undercut by Lake. And this is just what he did last week. 3 interceptions. And it's the one thing they can't afford, to give the Rams short fields. He looks to the left. That's okay. Just stay in the pocket. And Flowers drifts upfield a little bit on that in cut and gives Lake a chance to undercut it. And huge turnover in their own territory. Gives them an injection of adrenaline for this entire Rams offense. Now right there, right back on the field.
Yeah, that's the first career interception for Quentin Lake, too. It puts the Rams in a terrific spot. Set for the throw.
Strip sacks him. Matthews just trying to not take the sack. Back. And it just gets a bull rush from Jenkins over the center, Shelton. As he's trying to come back to his second ring, Whittington. Here's the bull rush right in the middle. And he just takes it out of Matt's hands. Matt's just trying to still not take the sack. That's a frustrating play. Right after their turnover, to give it right back and all that adrenaline. And the injection adrenaline goes right back to the Ravens sideline.
Right, back-to-back turnovers. How about John Jenkins? Like, this is how I did it. I put the arm up and then I slapped him. Because he's 13th year in the league. He's been on 7 different teams. And he's not a big quarterback sack guy. He's just a do-it-all, clog the middle guy. And he gets a trifecta there. The sack, the strip, the recovery, what a play. And now the Ravens take it over in great field position themselves in the front. Here's Derrick Henry. The Ravens only have more rushing yards today than they did all last week. So but feeling good about this start.
I think after a week like last week, where you're at home in front of your home crowd, and you're playing the Texans, and you just get destroyed, there's a lot of self-reflection that comes back when you wake up on Monday morning saying, fellas, this is not us. We got to be more physical. We got to execute. There's a lot of things that have to change, and we got a chance to be at home again this week against a very good football team. Let's go out there and take 1 point at a time.
I think it's going to be altogether comfortable.
This one, as Henry was running, Ravens are pointing at the Rams, but I mean, they usually don't point at themselves. So it's
Illegal block in the back. Offense number 60.
Yes!
10-yard penalty. Still second down.
So that will come up. That's in Tyler Linderbaum, the excellent center for the Ravens, 2-time Pro Bowler.
It's one of the areas of their team that have not been struggling is offensive penalties. He just pushes Landon back, shoving him right past him. And a good game gone lost.
Ooh, I like that. It's like pros almost.
Not bad for a PE major.
So it'll be a 2nd and 8. It's Hill this time as we get downstairs to Tom.
Here's John Jenkins. We talk about those big uglies. You think he's ever going to get that football up? He never let it go. Gave it to his equipment guys. You know that's going up on a shelf. Don't know what's better, that ball or KB's calling the trifecta for the big man.
It's great. He does have one fumble touchdown in his career, but that one felt pretty sweet. So after one, we hit the end of the first quarter. 3-0 ball tomorrow.
That's the other quarter one.
Well, each team moved the ball in the opening possession. The Rams missed a couple opportunities. They missed the field goal. The Ravens converted a field goal, and then back-to-back turnovers has Baltimore on the move again. But we start the second quarter. 3-0 Ravens, and a 3rd down and 2. Here's Hill looking for a little seam. It's not there. It's played by the Rams well, stacked up for no gain. You mentioned Puna Ford earlier. He was in the middle of that. Now it's 4th down.
Great job. Just so much aggressiveness toward the ball carrier. Obviously in this situation on the 32, 33-yard line where the Rams defensive coordinator Chris Shula is thinking, all right, they're probably going to go for it if they don't get it. So he sent a lot of bodies there, essentially begging Cooper Rush to throw the ball, but they still handed it off.
Well, now, 4th and 3. Ravens look like they're going to go, at least initially. But they're letting this clock wind on down. He's had a couple great hard counts that have drawn penalties, but this I think they're going to at least talk over. And they will call their first time out to do so. Well, we came on this broadcast, and Tom, you talked about how do the Ravens win this game, right? Smart, quick throws for Cooper Rush, and you got to get Derrick Henry going. He's been averaging only 37 yards a game since week 1. Well, check so far.
Yeah, there's like calls for 30-mile-per-hour gusts of wind. There also calls for about 400 carries by Derrick Henry today. So if I'm Tom Munkin, especially after Cooper Rush throws that interception, I'm like, let's just ride the big fella as long as we can. Let's force them to stop him first, and then to see if they can stop some other things. But Derrick's done a great job not stopping his feet into the defense. And what's really impressed me so far is his offensive line has really displaced the line of scrimmage. You call it resetting the line of scrimmage into their own defensive backfield. Every handoff, I'm just seeing all those purple jerseys on the Rams side of the football. That's just a great thing to see if you're calling plays for the Ravens the rest of the day.
Did not get it, yes!
Doesn't really make a decisive throw. He's looking to Mark Andrews underneath just past the sticks. and it ends up.
And a missed opportunity there. So we'll be right back after this message from State Farm.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the strength of this King Henry, but getting that King Henry.
Huzzah! Salutations! I'm here to lead the team.
Here is Corum. And he gets a rare opportunity. He was only in once last week, and he bobbled a pitch and did not see time at all. You know, Aaron Andrews told us at the start of the game, the Rams, and you know how they're feeling. They're 3-2. They had so many great elements to their game, Tom, right? Obviously, blocked field goal, they lose versus Philadelphia. Kyron Williams is going in at the one to win the game last minute. They lose. They fell on a 4th and 1 last week. They missed a bunch of kicks. At some point, though, you got cleaned out.
Sure. Well, they've taken care of so many of the big things. Now it's the nuanced things. It's really factor into winning and losing.
Steph, okay, Whittington is in the slot and makes the catch. And nice little move for Whittington. He's going to pick up about 7.
Yeah, you've done a great job in the pass game all season. You're second in the league in passing. You've done a good job relatively protecting the football. Where there haven't been great is in the red zone and scoring points. So we talked to Matthew this week and he said we just got to be more efficient down there, not leave it up to the field goals because it's not the strength of our unit. And Coach McVay was like, you think I want to be talking about field goal protection right now? Is that really what you think I want to be talking about? But yeah, that's what we are talking about.
He didn't love that conversation. 3rd and 1. Empty set. It's set for the 4-man rush. Quick throws.
Got the first down. Yes.
He's got the first target for Nicole, who leads the league in everything. And that one converts a first down.
This is number 1 option. Again, the short under. You stem it, the go route open by 3 yards. They're on Tampa. And with those hands that McVay calls suction cups, just throw it anywhere in the vicinity and it's going to come down with it.
Pretty accurate on that description. They go no holds. Tampa breaks the there, and they've had a couple where they've had opportunities with that connection. It hasn't worked out today.
Yeah, it's just a piercing throw through the wind. When you got the 97-mile-an-hour fastball, just jumps up on him. Devontae a little faster. Look at the spin on that football. It just tells me he's throwing with so much decisiveness and confidence to where he's throwing. And Devontae's come down with that 1,000 times in his career. He's going to be bummed about that one.
That's coming with a run with Corum. Passes to the inside. Good run from Blake Corum.
And it's another first down. Yes.
Corum does not get many carries. He'll get 207 rush yards in his rookie year. Brings home 12 that time.
Yeah, in the end, it's just a great cut and great vision from Corum. He's going to the A gap, bounces it to what's called the B gap, and then outside to the C gap when Tampa and Gilman, the newcomer, kind of trying to keep him contained, but get him out there on the perimeter. It's a great second down call and execution to overcome that first down drive.
Corum getting a little run here. Let's get backfield. Rare for the middle he goes. Times is nothing but Kyle Van Noy in the middle of it, as he usually is. Here's how many gaps there are. You rifle through A gap, B gap, C gap. Does it go to Z? Like, how far do we go on
It
this?
just keeps going. Yeah, I mean, there's Z, and then you wrap around the world, just like the line of scrimmage at one point wrapped around the world. I don't know. I'm confused too. Then there's an A gap on the right side of the ball and an A gap on the left side of the ball. It's totally confusing.
So double A gap.
Yeah, I mean, you have to speak a certain language called football language to really understand it.
I think you just took it straight. Football for Dogs. We just did it. Over the middle, good stuff for incomplete as Davis Howard, the intended receiver. Trenton Simpson made an excellent play. And it's 3rd and 1. Timeout is called as a play clock winding down. The Ravens call it, so that'll be their second of this first half.
The second timeout called by Ravens head coach. Oh, we're not going to commercial break.
All on the same page, and Baltimore's defense has struggled this year in so many different areas. Certainly on third downs, been one of the key issues. And Coach Harbaugh said we just can't get them off the field on third down. A lot of that's been limitations, and they're giving up explosive plays. When you get to them 3rd and 9 in the NFL, you're banking on getting them off the field 80% of the time.
You know, their defense struggled the first half of last year as well, and then they kind of found their form. Let's go to the second half. Was a linebacker for them. Second year as defensive coordinator, so he's hoping to do the same here.
And this NFL coaching is all about solving problems. You solve them on a weekly basis. Sometimes in the NFL, you solve them on a play-by-play basis.
Stafford tips over the middle.
Clark got the first down. Yes.
He goes for a first down on 3rd and long. Nakua delivers 13.
Yeah, it's great protection here for Stafford, stand in the pocket. His offensive line doesn't get enough credit. Well coached by Ryan Wendell, a former teammate of mine. And this is the one guy you can't leave open on 3rd down. Puka Nakua right to the middle of the defense between Gilman and Starks. This is the one Harbaugh's just been crushing on the sidelines. Get him exactly where you want him, then you let him off the hook.
This is where the Rams have really struggled. They're 24th in the league in red zone. Why do you think that is? The offense is so good with so many weapons. Why do they struggle? Some of it's been turnovers. Sure, fair.
Turnovers, certainly, and it's a small sample size, relatively. You're only 5 or 6 games into the year. I think those stats are a lot more meaningful 12 games into the year. He's been so durable over the course of his career. You know that it hurts a lot when he goes down. Seeing the grimace on his face, just to come down just awkwardly. Great coverage there by Marlon.
Never got the injury timeouts.
Definitive what happened here.
No, nothing. It's his left leg, and it doesn't really get contacted there. There's no foot in the ground. Doesn't get. But he's hurting right off the bat. I don't know if it's when he jumped. Tough loss there for him. So going for the locker room.
He's as tough as anyone in the league. He leads the league in.
Good was the field goal.
He's for a little while. Here's Cardi now. 36-yard attempt. He missed it twice in his run. This one knuckles up and
Need the field goal. Yes, we are tied.
somehow that got in there with the Rams. Receiver Puka Nakua, who left with some sort of injury, gingerly to the locker room, and that is obviously massive, not just for today, but for going forward. But they do tie the game on a 36-yard field goal. These kicks are so tough. Teams have had a hard time keeping Mitchell. And snapped up before the 20. A lot of injuries go down the EA.
Yeah, let's get you updated on Puka Nakua first. As we saw him come down right here, Kev, in the end zone. He obviously grabs his lower leg. Los Angeles Rams PR staff very quick to say he is questionable return with a foot injury. And then, of course, we saw Blake Corum limp to the locker room as well. He's also questionable with an ankle.
Yeah, we just saw the replay why he got rolled up on there. And Corum got that whole drive. And so Kyle Williams, who's a starter, obviously take those reps. Back to the Rams with Derrick Henry. Also a really good step. The outside he goes, and turning forward today, and they've done something a little different with him. They've used him to the outside more today. Maybe they have the last couple games.
Yeah, one aspect that they've been trying to do less of is these inside runs, which don't give Derrick necessarily a chance to be as explosive as a perimeter runner. So a lot of these carries, I think 9 of 10 have gone outside of the tackle box. And it's looked pretty good. I mean, when he gets that head of steam rolling, there's not one guy that can bring him down.
backfield. They'll bring it to third down and short.
Nice job using Hill, not only as a great runner, and he's had a very good season, but also as a pass catcher. Something that probably isn't Derrick Henry's expertise. So when you put Hill in there and you make him a primary receiver in the pass game, because now that Cooper Rush is your quarterback, you just need a few more high percentage throws, and a lot of those times those can go right through the halfback.
By the way, Ronnie Stanley, the left tackle who missed last week, has just got out of the game. So Joe Noteboom comes in the left side for him. First third down, Andrews over the line goes down. That's a first down. His first catch today to the 32. He goes.
They need him to play a big role, Andrews, just to keep these sticks moving. He's such a reliable target and has been that way with Lamar. But he needs to be that way when Lamar's not in there as well. Lamar and Mark Andrews have had incredible chemistry. And it's different. You come in there with a new quarterback. There's a lot of unseen kind of body language things that need to happen in the pass game. But with solid execution.
Oh, the ball's loose!
Incomplete. I was waiting to see if that was incomplete or a fumble. Nate Landman, big time pressure that time. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, just Mitchell Patton just misses him completely. That's his pickup. And again, with Ricard out, he's got to fill a bigger void. He's got to stand in there and protect the quarterback to give him a chance to look downfield and throw the ball. But a nice shot by Cooper Rush getting rid of that ball, not taking the sack. Still allows you to play in 2nd 10 here.
And we get timeout. I think the Rams actually going to challenge this. This will be their first challenge of the game. See if he was down or not. That's the idea. We're going to see if actually this might have been knee down. Let's take a look, see what they're seeing. See if Landman got him on the ground. Oh boy, that's close. That is close. We might have to make a special call to Dino for that one. Good news is he's 3 feet over there. Yeah, so the Rams will lose a timeout. 2 left in this half. But keep it as it is, an incomplete pass. Second and long rush to throw. Andrews corrals it. First taken down by Cam Curl there. I don't imagine it's pretty hard for the Ravens. How do you find a backup quarterback with Lamar Jackson? Like, nobody has that skill set.
No, they don't, and it's a different style when they sign Cooper Rush in the offseason because he's more of a pocket passer, which is a very different style of offense than what Lamar's on. And you don't install 2 offenses, you install 1. So Todd Monken is tasked this week trying to cherry pick things that are part of the Lamar Jackson offense that will actually work for Cooper Rush.
4-man rush. They drop back near side. And Zay Flowers makes the catch. Look at these moves. Good work to get a first down after the 45. Goes Flowers for his 2nd catch today.
Not much fancy about this route. Just drive off and pitch. Come back to the ball. Nice play on Durant. And then Zay Flowers has always been good with, catching the ball, making people miss in space. But a lot of these balls need to come out of Cooper Rush's hands quickly. Catch, throw, and I like when they're under center with Derrick Henry in the backfield.
Landman again has made a couple nice plays on this drive. Let's get an update. Game break time from Carissa Thompson.
Thanks so much, Kev. Seattle hoping to bounce back from last week's loss to the Bucs. Down 3, Sam Darnold finding his favorite receiver, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Perfect pass, 61-yarder. Seattle in front, 10-6 over the Jags. Kev?
That's a good game. I think Seattle's pretty good. The 2 games they've lost have been down the wire against the 49ers and the Bucs. That time, no window open. Sean Dolak was there. So was Tyler Davis, couple of backup linemen doing the job. And it's 3rd down.
Just a good run blitz there from Chris Shula. Blitzing off the open side, just tracking him down from behind. You just see the pressure from Lake, pressure from Dolak, and then Henry can feel those bodies coming. So he's like, I just got to keep outracing them even though there's nothing there. Just a good run-stopping blitz. Really trying to force a rush. Hey, you got to make these throws in tight windows.
Pressure immediately. The safety blitz from Curl, and it's incomplete. Chris Schulis and Cam Curl, the safety blitz, and it destroyed that play.
Redirection by the quarterback to protect that. You just got to know he's free, obviously, and deal with them. But that's sometimes where the quarterback's got to take control of the protection. They're already up there at the line of scrimmage. You probably think they're coming. You redirect the line to sort everyone to the left side to protect, and you're able to stand in there and make a throw.
Goes into the end zone. We got a penalty flag on the play.
Flag is down.
With Tyler Wallace and Jalen McCullough, a couple special teams players. And let's see what this flag is. With 5:02 to go in this first half, Rams will get it back.
And still more special teams miscues for the Rams. This does in fact go against them. It's just got to be driving Coach McVay
kick, holding, receiving team number 2. It's a 10-yard penalty, first down.
Move it back. Rams, though, will take over. Take a look at the penalty. That will do it. Rams get it back, though. 3-3 game here in Baltimore.
Is out, got to get going here. You can feel it. It's tense. We're kind of waiting for word down here on what the latest with Nakua's injury status is. But Tom, you know better up there in the booth. You gotta find a way to play here. You gotta find a way to score.
Time for the throw without Nakua. Devontae Adams, pretty good guy, but that's a short game as he hit immediately by Malachi Starks.
Yeah, naturally Devontae Adams steps into the number 1 role with Nakua out. You're already missing Atwell, so Whittington steps up to number 2. This is when great coaching has to adapt on a play-by-play basis in the NFL. They still have the run game. Kyler Williams still obviously a terrific runner, but a lot of other guys that haven't played a huge role going on the road against a good challenging, testing opponent.
Kyler Williams has a carry for a couple. It'll be a third down and short. Kyle Hamilton, who's back in this week after missing last week, and some other players back too. We mentioned Marlon Humphrey is playing. Well, they also get Alohi Gilman, who we saw last week doing the Chargers game because he was a Charger. So Jim Harbaugh traded to his brother John, and Gilman helping out that banged up secondary. He's a veteran though, and basically playing in similar systems. As a matter of fact, he was a senior at Notre Dame when Kyle Hamilton was a freshman, and so they know each other well. And while talking about Gilman, we have an injured Raven. Brent Urban did not fully get to his feet after that last play, and so they come out to check on him. Hopefully he's okay, but they bring in Gilman, so he gets here midweek like, hey, you're playing. It's a familiar system, and I'm sure he knows what this defense is doing. Obviously, the brothers do a lot of things the same.
Yeah, and there's something about experienced players coming in. They know how to play football. They know the coverages. They know the schemes. They may not know exactly the terminology, but you can get up to speed relatively quickly. It just settles the entire team down until in the secondary, knowing you got Humphrey back, you got Gilman in there. Okay, we're not playing all these rookies. The communication's going to be better. At least we're going to be more on the same page.
Third down here. Stanford with some time.
Off the foot. Oh no, it's loose.
Great diving catch, and instead it's incomplete.
Such a creative play design. Look when Whittington looks like he's coming in the block, and then he's got to over-route. Everyone thinks it's a run, and he slips behind the defense, and it's just... No, he's got to catch that. It's not even necessarily a diving catch. Couldn't come down with it.
Rams have had a couple drops today. It's hurt though. They take up from Webster.
Oh, football.
Who comes out of the pile with it? Well, Jonte Webster is the guy who returned it. Rams say they have it.
Yes!
The second turnover today. Trillian Reeder is the man who forced it with the hit.
What a play by Reeder. Just going through and he gets his head right on the ball. Wester just not securing it. Another huge turnover. Baltimore's done so many good things today on defense, stopping this high-powered offense. But then just to give the ball away like that. Reeder with the hustle. And then those bodies just climbing on top. You don't necessarily know who's going to come out of it at the bottom of the pile. There's a lot of wrestling for that ball, but terrific play.
And some discussion here with Alex Kemp and company.
Ineligible player downfield. The kicking team number 50.
Yes!
5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay fourth down.
I didn't see a flag out there at all. So I'm not sure where that one was thrown, but what a huge break. So instead of a turnover, we'll just do it all over again.
No!
Didn't get a player number.
Is that him or the center? The center can't go down, right, Dean?
It's actually the right guard, and you've got to be within a yard of the line of scrimmage until the ball is kicked. It looked like he was beyond it.
And that's a good job. The penalty was out on that far side of the field.
Yep.
What an enormous break.
Don't see that call too often, but they got it right.
You have an ineligible man downfield against Los Angeles.
It's a great punt. Webster. First team, maybe Webster. Oh, goodness. From the forward here. Incredible. And Jonte Webster, the rookie from Colorado, on the 38-yard return, and gives this crowd and this team some juice.
More special teams woes again. Webster catches it right at the sideline. Good blocking, gets vertical into the defense. And Evans, the punter, has to come over there and force him out of bounds. This Rams special teams unit has been just a struggle all season long. And when you have a lot of pride, if John Harbaugh is a special teams coach, he puts a lot of pride in his special teams unit. They knew it was going to be a big challenge today.
See if they can convert. Here's Henry. Works inside the 30 for him. He's going to get 4 yards. We're told from Aaron that Blake Corum is out. Puka Nacua is here on the sideline with his helmet on, so I would seem to think that's pretty good news as he tries to see if he can get back in the game.
That's the good news.
Terry said that foot, so that would seem to be trending in a good direction. Meanwhile, Tom, I know it hasn't been pretty. Couldn't ask for a better start for the Ravens, right? Low scoring, ugly, kind of exactly how you said they had to win this game. On second down. Through the middle. First down. One time they returned by Webster.
Oh, yeah, look at Coach Harbaugh, former Miami of Ohio defensive back.
Oh!
A little vertical.
Coach, that was nice.
That looked pretty good. Actually, it wasn't him. We thought it was you, Coach.
You know, we were just giving Coach credit.
You'd have. It's just a different color hoodie.
We're trying to give him some pride. We're trying to give him some love. 18 years for Coach Harbaugh.
Easy. Black force. Black force.
Henry again. His way inside the 15.
Every bishop to minute 1.
Rams tied at 3. A few turnovers in this game. But the Ravens, after it seemed like a turnover, but flag overruled the fumble on the point, and they had a big return from Webster. And now trying to capitalize on a 2nd and 5 with 1 timeout to go for them. Derrick Henry shot continues left side. Henry tricking inside the 5. It's a first down goal.
The timeout was called.
Outside of the line of scrimmage, Derrick's got an inside run. and then just sees the empty grass outside of likely. Flowers gets a nice block there on the corner. Excuse me, on the safety curl, and Durant's got to come up and try to tackle him. No one wants that job.
No.
Coach, they cover me. They have me out here a corner to cover people, not tackle them.
Remember at the beginning, Tom, remember at the beginning of the game saying got to get the run game going? Henry's got 89 yards in the first half. It's gotten going.
Yeah, he's loving that. And the thing about Derek, he's a volume back. The more he gets, the better it is for him. The more that train gets rolling, the more it's just deflating for that defense to have to deal with that big body coming downhill all day long.
They've got more running yards today than they have the last 2 games combined. This looks a little bit more like Baltimore we're used to seeing, even without Lamar Jackson. They go 3 tight ends here on a first and goal. And again, no shot.
No timeouts. They'll take the last timeout. And Rams head coach will take his last timeout.
6 to go with that. We'll say hello to Kurt Menefee.
All right, thanks, Kevin. Coming up on the board.
And they go quick. Look at this. They go wildcat. Is he going to get in with the push Ravens style? They blow the whistle of the play. Not in. They snapped at that time to the tight end. There's Andrews who came by on that motion to get it. But it's 3rd and goal.
And definitely going for it here on 4th down. The interesting part about this is you make the Rams use the final 2 timeouts by not getting it in from the 2-yard line. Now, they don't have much time if they do get the ball back to move the ball in the field goal range. So if they are able to complete this with a touchdown here, and obviously the ball is going to Derrick Henry. You already know that. If they complete this, is exactly the way they want this drive to go.
Andrews, touch push.
Football.
Still no signal. The Rams come out with the ball. Actually, as Virgin has it all the way to the 40.
Forward progress will stop. Forward progress will stop.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing. You know, we talk about this play, I feel like every week, but it still feels like the Eagles are the only team that can do it.
Well, it was down by contact.
I would probably want to just
Give him the ball.
I would be who I want to give him the ball. I mean, I love Mark Andrews, and it's just a hard thing. You don't practice that much, and the ball's not in his hands. It's good defense by the Rams.
So I'm guessing, you look at that replay, they had blown the play dead there, Dean, by that point, because Rams fans are saying, wait a second.
Yeah, they ruled forward progress before the ball came loose, and it did look like he was short.
I'm going to throw this out here, since it looks like we're in the trick play type of mode.
And Ravens head coach will take his last timeout.
Henry's thrown 4 touchdown passes. Just, I mean, I didn't expect to see 2 Mark Andrews tush pushes, so why not?
Check the poly market. See what it says.
Would anything surprise you?
No, it wouldn't. It's you know, they've got a lot to lose. I hate to say when they have nothing to lose, but they have not been playing great offensive. I don't know. I think if you got a 250-pound back who's been the best back in the NFL in the last 10 years, my version of this, if I'm Todd Monken, is let me just give it to him and let him try to go over the top and see if they can stop him. I like that little wedge blocking inside, but no fair dodging. If you can't gain a yard, you don't deserve to win. It's a half a yard. Turn around and give it to Derrick Henry with a full head.
Good Woods.
They have 6 offensive linemen and 3 tight ends in the game. 4th and goal. Henry straight.
He did not get it. Yes.
Jared Verse, I give him a lot of credit. I just don't like pulling guards on the line of scrimmage. Verse knocks the lead blocker off. Mitchell Payton again trying to run behind us again. They miss Ricard. Just not enough physicality at that position. Voorhees doesn't do his job. And instead of even giving Derek a chance to go over the top, gets knocked 2 yards in the backfield. And the Rams are very content to end this one without giving up any points.
Man, oh man.
Rams offense has kept this thing low scoring. Exactly. You see how much wind is with the way that referees' pants are blown right there. Says an awful lot about these kicks.
Yeah, it's picking up. You can feel it up here in the booth. And now on the return, it's Smith. Xavier Smith. Taking down about the 24-yard line. As we go downstairs to Eric.
The wind is picking up, by the way. I'm holding my collar down here. First question to Sean McVay as he came out of the locker room was about Puka Nacua. That's who I'm looking over at right now. Sean McVay said he's going to run around here. We'll see how he does. He was just over on the bench moments ago, kind of tying up his cleat, but he's giving a thumbs up. Says he's good. Blake Corum also, guys, as I'm literally looking over to the sideline, he's back out from that ankle injury. Sean McVay saying the defense gave us a big boost there to end the half. We just need our offense to get things going here.
They do. They're going to try it here.
Das ist Mord, yes!
That's a good spell there. Getting Adams in stride up to the 45.
Great route. Monte Adams has seen it so much. He's a great in-cut runner. Watch him drive his arms, and then boom, shuts it down right in the hole, right in the zone. Stafford delivered perfectly on time, and he's right back on the ball.
No Puka Nacua yet. Stafford, good time. Comes over the middle. The tight end is Davis Allen that time. Let's go downstairs to Tom.
Well, KB, not surprisingly, John Harbaugh started with the way the half ended. He said it's simple. We have to be able to get a yard, and we didn't get a yard to get into the end zone. Defensively, really happy with their ability to hold this explosive Rams offense to 3 points. The wind as strong as it's been at any point, guys.
And we're going to quick here. Stafford sips it incomplete. So with the wind being as strong as it is at any point, I want to go back to what you said about the wind affecting throws. Tell me how as a quarterback.
Certainly it depends. Well, when you're going into the wind, sometimes it can actually be easier throwing it on some of those downfield balls because the wind can kind of hold the ball up and then drop it down in the receiver's hands. The challenge sometimes when you're going downwind and you throw the ball up in the air, the ball never turns over and it just carries so far past the receiver he can never catch up. So dealing with a few different things all day that Stafford's been definitely haven't seen the accuracy we've seen all season.
Got the first down, yes!
Nate Mumfield, the rookie's first catch in the NFL, delivers a first down.
The command that Stafford has, he's looking right, sees his mismatches, always trying to figure out some form of communication that the defense is giving so again he can get his team in the best possible play.
Stepped up inside the 35 there, so it's just going to come out with tempo here.
Love that. Love that. You're 3-3. You've been asleep for the entire first half. Let's wake ourselves up and at least change the tempo. Get this defense on their heels a little bit. And offensively, let's start dictating the pace of this game.
Maybe a yard. It'll be a third down and short.
The other thing that tempo does is it forces the D coordinator to rush his calls in as well. So it's a little unsettling for a defensive coordinator when they're out there and they're going to huddle or they're not going to huddle. Are they in the huddle or are they not going to huddle? Throws his game off a little bit. He's got to keep on track. And there's Zach Orr's done a very good job in his second year. Love the way they've come out and been so physical today.
It's coming. Stafford floats one way for his man. Excuse me, look at the quarterback right there. Yeah, up here.
Definitely got grabbed. Just this little rub route. He goes inside. He's using off that kick. And out. And yeah, that's enough. When you grab that hit by Gilman, a little bit of 2 yards in the air.
Good go for it.
Stafford, no one's open, takes a shot there,
Oh, hold on, there's a flag on the field, there's a flag on the play.
they say it's on Baltimore. It's going to be first and goal.
Yes!
We knew they weren't going to kick it. I mean, there's zero confidence in their kicking game.
Defense number 32. Penalties decline.
As the field is going to be called against Simpson.
That's a catch.
Left butt equals 2 feet. Right, Dino?
That's all you guys. You guys can go with that.
It's a catch. A two-man rush. You're not going to get home. I've never seen it. I've had one two-man rush in my entire career through a 60-yard bomb against the Buffalo Bills in 2000. That was the only time I saw a two-man rush. You know, the slow and athletic quarterback like me got on top of the pocket. Great job on the staff.
Goes for 30 yards at 4th and 3, and now it's first and goal.
Touchdown! Yes!
For as difficult as that catch was on 4th down, laying out, this is an easy run just left side, and he cuts back. Really great block by Allen, his tight end, coming across, kicking out the defender, and walking it in.
Is up and good.
He gets the point, yes!
4th down and 3, they elect to go. And Stafford hits Tyra Williams on it. But no rain, and we had a game bereft of touchdowns until that point, and that was not easy. 4th and 3, the rare drop 9, and somehow the Rams still went over the top of the defense. 30 yards. Kyron Williams, who then walks in a touchdown, had to feel so good. He had the fumble that essentially could have won the game inside the 5 last Thursday night. And a little redemption there was big time from Kyron Williams. Here's Robinson returning for Baltimore. I mean, he was way up there. That was like a football off the top rope. How did he get so high?
Where's Jimmy Superfly Snuka when you need him? There he is. Kitchens comes in, and Wallace over the top rope. Boom! The backbreaker.
Something. Just needed like the atomic leg drop after that to finish him off. So now, how do the Ravens answer after the first touchdown of the game? Cooper Rush at quarterback. Play fake.
The ball flag is down!
First down. Let's see if it sticks.
Maybe it has interference. Offense number
Yes!
That happened a lot to Gronk over the years, where Gronk would try to take people down the middle. And he's such a big body. When you go on Williams, he's a 175-pound corner. Naturally, just inertia is going to back him off. And if he gets in his way, you've got to make some attempt to avoid, I guess, is the rule. All right, Dean, rule interpretation.
You're right, but I think what you want to see there is some extension of the arm. I just didn't see it. That's not enough.
He's got a bad break. It's a 16-yard gain.
It's got football! Yes! The Rams got it!
So frustrating to make the play, and Zane's trying to make a lot of people
Okay.
miss. It's running across the field. Landman, it's just a shark smelling blood. They are going for those punch outs. Anytime they see any of that leather available, you see just a perfect little peanut punch to knock the ball off on. And unless those shoulder pads are down trying to protect it, it takes so little pressure to knock the ball off those receivers. Frustrating for Zay, frustrating for this Ravens offense.
First time Zay Flowers has ever fumbled. Puka Nacua back on the field for the first time for the Ravens since the first time to bring that foot. That's good news. Maybe looking to throw there. Stafford out of the backfield, looking to instead.
And it's a first down, yes.
First down, first and goal. He's down 2-7.
Zay Flowers just trying to make something miss. Trying to make something happen. Excuse me, catches the short pass. Reader is trying on the tackle. Then a redirection across the field. But you just got to understand, all these bodies are pursuing you. When you run east and west, sideline to sideline, you're not really gaining any ground on the defense, and they're just hunting that ball out. So good coaches will teach you, and certainly experienced linebackers are always looking for that one.
Come on, touchdown! Yes!
Such crushing points off turnovers for the Ravens defense. And then one play, an easy touchdown to Higbee. Nice misdirection, wide open, fakes the hammy, gives the stanky leg. They're back doing what they want to do.
You guys got to be careful. You know, Jalen Ramsey did that and then had a hamstring injury later in the game. Extra point is up and good. Touchbacks as Ravens will take it on out. We'll take a look at today's next gen stats powered by AWS. Look at the run game for Derrick Henry.
Yeah, outside the last minute and 32, the Ravens actually done a lot of good things. Look at all the purple bodies across that yellow line of scrimmage. It just shows you that they're displacing the blockers of the Rams, just moving them off the ball, giving the ball to Henry, giving him a chance to get those big legs churning. That's the positives we saw in the first half in this run game that we have not seen from them in the last 4 games. And the challenging part now is down 14. You can't become too one-dimensional. That plays too much into the Rams' favor. They're still going to stay on track with Henry and try to just put one drive together, make it a one-score game.
That's just not there. Darius Williams on the showing you the run game there. Well, now it's a little different story, right? I mean, there's obviously loads of time left, but the pass game has been inept for Baltimore. You're down 14.
Yeah, he's 7 of 14 for 45 yards in the pass game. It's a challenge. He's a decent passer. Rush has been. It's just how quickly do we determine that we are going to throw the ball and on every down and make it a 2-minute game.
Here's Henry. Is coming your way. Well, the good news is the Ravens feel like they'll have Lamar Jackson back in 2 weeks. They have the bye next week, so it's an extra week to heal, and so they will have him back. The bad news is they can ill afford to be 1-5. They're 1-4 right now, ties for the worst start in the John Harbaugh era, which is 18 years. They've never been 1-5, and no matter how good you are, and this is a good roster, that's a lot to overcome.
Certainly a lot to overcome. They've been through a bit of murder as well with quarterbacks. The quarterbacks they're facing maybe is tough down the stretch. But still a lot of football. Let's see if they can show some resilience here.
Third down. He's got a way to go. He's not going to get there. Solid tackling. Quentin Lake again. He's had a big game. Interception, a fumble recovery, and that stop. And I'm thinking about going for it here. Looks like they are on 4th and 1. You like this?
It's a little desperate, but they are desperate. Down 14. Every possession matters.
He did hit the Rams twice on a hard count today. He might have got on the 3rd time.
Oh! Is this false studs?
Look at you just calling that out.
No, it's going to be called against a defense.
Maybe they just keep working.
jump too early.
Let him off the hook.
Ravens will take it. Derrick Henry's got 94 yards on the ground. Total for a short game in 3. Starting your Saturday strong with big news. Explosive duo Bryce Underwood and Justice Haynes lead Michigan against Washington at the Big House. All starts at 10 a.m. Eastern with big noon kickoff. That's Washington, Michigan, only on Fox. It was such a good day for Michigan out west yesterday. Yeah. That line was feeling pretty good after USC's win. Jake Illinois very excited. Tom Brady not as excited.
Only one game that matters at this point. The Buckeyes and the Wolverines. That's all I care about at this point.
There's Landman again. He's had a nice day being all over the place. Nate Landman, who they got from the Falcons, his 4th year in the league. He's got a great story. Actually was born in Zimbabwe. His father was a player for the Zimbabwe national rugby team. And then he moved to California when he was a young kid and has found a home here in this Rams defense, getting the most reps he's ever got. Third and long. That's the first down. Started when he was going well for the Ravens.
I like that. Just downhill. Mitchell Payton's got to make those blocks. Something he didn't do in the first half. Voorhees made his block. It's just simple execution. If we make our blocks, we stay on them, we fit these defenders head up, we're going to give Derrick a chance to get going. And again, this is a good job taking advantage of that offside. Now they're in Rams territory. They keep stringing together good plays against some physical defense.
3 tight ends here. That's a time. Breaks the tackle. And that is getting tackled after that. This is going to be 2 yards short first.
And a nice job staying on track there for Cooper Rush. They were actually trying to take a shot down the field. A lot of teams do that when they cross the 50. They call it a plus 50 shot. And they try to get it all in one play rather than drive it for the next 50 yards. Rams did a good job of sinking. Rush checkmated him. He just checked it down to Derrick. Good football. Haven't said that much today.
That side is going to be still a little short, so we got 1.5 yards. He needed 2. It'll be a 3rd down and less than 1. That's interesting. Look at the Ravens, and we go back to week 1, right? They allowed the Bills to score 16 unanswered points the last 4 minutes of the game. A game they obviously should have won. Give credit to Josh Allen and company. But even when Lamar Jackson was healthy, the offense was humming, but they just never really got in sync. The defense was getting shredded.
A lot of
Tush push here didn't work in the first half twice. I'm not sure it worked here, but let's see it. I think he's got it, and he does. They signal first down. Mark Andrews getting some run as the quarterback on the push plays.
Good, staying on track. New set of downs. Time going off the clock for the Rams offense. They're on the sideline. Doing a really good job answering. Down 14. Now they got to convert. It's an opportunity right here.
10th play of the drive. Throws. Flowers is wide open. He just missed it.
Just clean pocket, in front of him. And Flowers is called a bench route. You stem it up, you stem it out. A little contact with Williams at the top of the route, but not even close. Good protection. Quarterback, this is a D- throw. You got to hit that 95% of the time.
Landman is there again. You know, his last name it's pronounced Landman.
Landman.
but he says he likes it when he makes a big play. It's landman. It sounds bigger.
Yeah, it does. I love that.
So smash on that play, landman. By the way, he's got 15 tackles today on a forced fumble.
I'm calling him landman. When you have 15 tackles, you are a landman for the rest of your life.
Sure, he loves it.
Come on, landman.
Third and 7. Blitz is coming. Rush. Gets away from his throws. Andrews has it for first down. Rush found his guy, and the drive continues.
So nothing going on there. There's no reason to escape. I have no idea why he's running out of the pocket to the right. And the fact you just cut off the entire field, and lucky Verse doesn't make a play. Gets away with one there. You can just tell, just not super comfortable in the pocket. When you get clean pockets and you're running from those, well, there's a sense of unsettling footwork that's really happening in his head.
Oh, football! Oh! The defense got it! Yes! Williams got it!
Zay Flowers had never fumbled in his life, and he's fumbled twice in this half.
Yeah, just bad football right there. And just frustrating to see on Harbaugh's face and Coach Monken's face. That is a very high percentage handoff, low risk, high reward, and ends up being high risk with no reward. Miss the exchange, and then just essentially just hand the ball back to the.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico. And by Nemluvio. Find out if Nemluvio is the right treatment for you.
On a day that you don't have Lamar Jackson and the defense has been struggling lately, you can't turn it over 3 times. And the Ravens have done that. That was a nice drive they just ended. So the Rams take over. 17-3. Good Stafford operating underneath the Tyler Higbee with a touchdown earlier. Let's go back to the fumble of the exchange.
Pretty easy. You see Zay Flowers' eyes here on 57 Hamilton. He's looking more at him and trying to field the exchange, and the ball never gets secured. I think Hamilton just spooked him a little bit. And when that happens, you just lose focus on the thing that's most important, which is ball security. And you see in Zay's face, he knows.
Williams, a little star up the middle.
It's a first down, yes!
Into Ravens players and into their territory. That's a big Matthew Stafford. It's year 17 for him. He might be getting better. He had the most passing yards in the league coming into today, over 1,500. He's never led the league in passing for a full year. Look at his passer rating on deep balls and under pressure. All right? And that key pass to Connor Williams at 4th and 3 earlier when we were tied at 3. Yeah, the offense has been quiet today, but all of a sudden, the second half, Stafford's up to 181 yards and a touchdown. And he passed Dan Marino for 9th all-time in passes today earlier in this game. And, look, Tommy, he may have 28,000 yards to go to get to you, but most are far away from you. But his career has been incredible, and he might be getting better.
Yeah, it's just incredible his performance this season. It's certainly my kind of offense that I've been in is the most detailed and accurate pass game in the NFL because everyone's involved. And he has, again, the autonomy to get in and out of plays. And his relationship with McVay is what Breeze had with Peyton, what I had with Josh McDaniels. We're both in control out there. We work together and you make it happen another play. And I think that's the aspect of quarterbacking that you only can hope to get to a lot of the times. In your 17th year, it all comes together so well mentally that when you become a player, there's a part where you're executing the coach's plays, and there's another part where you become a coach on the field. And you become an extension of the coaching staff. And that's the magical place that McVay and Stafford are in.
Before they send it once, it's picked up. Stafford going deep, running shot.
There's the field, yes!
Pass interference, defense number 2. Ball's placed at the spinal foul, automatic first down.
It's a little underthrown. Wiggins goes through Devontae. Devontae does a great job of making sure he hugs back and gets the call. A little bit underthrown ball, and again, this wind is playing a factor on those throws. So it is good that you just kind of try to drop it on top of Adams' helmet, and you don't try to make a perfect throw. You know that if the DB's got his back to the ball, a lot of times he is going to play through the receiver, and you're going to get the play.
Hold on, there's a flag on the field.
There's like 7 penalty flags.
A few.
Holding, offense number 88, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
Whittington on Humphrey, kicks ball's going inside of him. So when Corum bounces it, when Williams bounces to the outside, it just kind of exposes the hold. There's Puka. He gets back out there, but they're not in any hurry up 14 here at the end of the third quarter, try to get him back out there if he's not feeling 100%.
Yeah, he was out for a few plays, but you almost wonder if it feels like they're in control, that maybe would they let him chill and rest. We'll see. Since from that injury. And so I guess his ankle's feeling a little bit better.
And I know we just talked so much about Matt and his passing. The offense to me is so much involved. It starts with the running game too. It sets up everything in the offense. Kyron Williams bouncing back from that fumble last week. It's such an efficient run game. Meaning they're always going forward. No wasted movements, always gaining yards, always falling forward. Keeps the offense on track all day long.
Oh, you jumped too early.
I guess Matthew Stafford said, listen, I'm sick of seeing the Ravens do it. I want to do it. Let's see what Alice Kemp and company says.
Neutral zone infraction.
Yes!
It's about time it's on you guys.
Yeah, whenever the shot clock
jumped too early.
The shot clock and the game clock are different. You can always, hey, I know I can hard count him. We got no play. I do that a lot. I never got anybody. I tried.
And that's the other quarter, number 3.
We start this third quarter 17-3 LA. It's Stafford on the move. In the end zone, going to pick up 3. The Rams, with the way everything's been tough for Baltimore, they can really put the hammer down in a game without Lamar Jackson playing. Just tuned into this one. Jackson missing his second game in a row with a hamstring injury. They hope to have him back after the bye next week, but Chris Aaron 1-5 in the face, and that is a tough thing to overcome in the NFL. The Rams, meanwhile, can make an argument they could be 5-0 if the home game's late. Trying to hang on and get their fourth one. 4-3. Get on the near side. Trick one. The jet sweep is not going to get there. As Terrence Ferguson caught his first ever NFL pass last week, gets a touch.
I think it's a goal for the field goal.
Looks like they're going to go.
And Nakua back on the field. Throwing on, that's a great sight to see. Again, a lot of these fourth down situations.
Oh, they're go for
it. You know where your 2 best guys are.
Okay.
Nakua, if they get any sort of advantageous matchup, you're catching it, and you're ripping that ball to
Stafford. And troubles.
Oh.
The Ravens had it.
Over on down for the Rams.
And so a 4th down stop to keep it at 2. Baltimore fans know him well. He's been a backup here for years. Started this year in Cleveland when was released, and they brought him back. He's been on the practice squad, and now gets an opportunity to Cooper Rush and effective. But hand it off here, trying to get him on the ground. It's a pretty good start. So, for the Rams, an interesting decision to not kick a field goal.
They were a little screwed up breaking the huddle. Now they're screwed up in protection. They're trying to run the slant to Nakua, and it's an all-out blitz. Simpson's there to make the play, and I don't understand why they didn't just make it a 3-score game. It would have essentially ended it here in the fourth quarter, but one long Derrick Henry run from being a 1-score game at this point.
See if I can give him a spark. Handing off to Henry, who's had a big day. He's up over 120 yards now. Hey, tonight, the ALCS begins on Fox. Cal Raleigh, he has the 60 home runs, and the Mariners looking to steal game 1 in Toronto against the red-hot Vlad Jr. and the Blue Jays. Game 1 of the ALCS later tonight on Fox. Can't wait. The Mariners have never been to the World Series. Thorne was going nuts at our dinner last night. He is losing his mind. Jason Thornberry. And the Blue Jays haven't been there in 93. So a couple teams that have, it's been a while. That'll be fun to see the Bears tonight. It's a great run for the first round. This thing is to the 48. The Ravens have a
just calls a quarterback draw, empties the backfield, and right from the start, okay, we're just going to take this. And Huntley certainly can't run or play like Lamar, but it's more of a similar offense that they have been running since obviously the spring. And Huntley being a part of this system allows Monkey to know exactly what he can and can't do, and see if they can use that dual threat to their advantage.
Flowers shifting his, juking his way out to about the 43-yard line. They were talking about Huntley with Todd Monken. Said, what's your feel with him in the run game? He's like, look, nobody's like Lamar. He's like, but he can run, and he can get you out of stuff, and, protection issues. He can get you out of it and maybe give you a little bit of a spark. It's only a few plays, but he's giving him a little something here.
Yeah, a little spark here in the fourth quarter. They need it down 14 with 11 minutes to play. Any yard of production they can get.
Goes nowhere. Rams up to the task with Quinn Lake and some help as well.
So frustrating for Monken right there. You get it to a manageable second down, you hand it off, and now you're not where you want to be in a must-pass 3rd and 7 against this really vaunted defensive line of the Rams. Again, I think it's hard for a backup quarterback to sit on the sideline for 3 quarters. You're not coming to be like, all right, dude, now you got to cut it loose in the passing game. Way easier if you're using your legs.
Rams show blitz, they back off. Huntley's in front near side. DeAndre Hopkins makes it grab. There's a penalty flag. That is a first down of an offense. And his hands are like something else.
Pass interference. Defense number 14. Goes decline. First down.
Outside release, we called it a 9-stop. You saw the roll out to Ranton really tight. And Huntley delivers an accurate pass. Kind of a no-fear throw, where you can just turn over there one-on-one and cut it loose to DeAndre Hopkins. Good execution.
He doesn't really need to be open because he just catches everything. That time right through the pass interference. And first down it is for the Raiders. On the right pass. Looking like the right floats one incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, amongst heavy pressure.
You just don't want it to become too much of a passing game because he hasn't had any reps this week. A few weeks ago he was getting no reps. Now all of a sudden it's like, here's the whole offense. So still have to manage the quarterback position a bit. I like the idea of these dual threat type runs with Hill in the backfield or Henry obviously, or some of these more quick rhythm passing throws to the front. Some screen plays, anything to get Huntley in rhythm.
Blitz coming from the Rams. Huntley throws outside, likely dropped it. Picked it up. I thought he dropped the ball, and now they're saying it's a fumble and he recovered it. He's all the way back there. I never thought he had it.
It's weird. He was kind of reaching out. He caught it and then extended it, almost like a football move. That was weird.
It's close. Is that enough for the catch?
To me, he's got to get another step. Both feet and another step. Looked like the ball was out with that additional step, but they ruled it catch fumble.
It actually hurt him because they lost yards on the play. Incomplete would have been better, so now it's 3rd and 10. All kinds
It's up too early.
Let's see who they get first.
A false start.
The challenging part of all this is now you get these must-pass situations, and I would say the scheme of the Rams defense is very challenging. They have some really interesting pass rushers that move to a lot of different spots, which requires great communication with the quarterback and his own line, which Huntley has not had any of that all season long. So now it's like the fourth quarter of the game. Get in there, Tyler, and see if you can figure out this fight. See all these bodies up here. How you sort all those out. It's a challenge.
30-15. Pressure up the middle. Set up the hill. Got a long way to go. Jared first came from rushing the quarterback to smoking Justice Hill on that play. And it's 4th and long. And looks like Baltimore's got to go. They probably do.
Yeah. Trying to get something to at least gain half of that back. They didn't gain half. They gained about 4 yards. Pure desperation at this point. I would expect the Rams to play more of a conservative coverage. They're all up there at the line of scrimmage, looking like they're going to mess with this protection scheme again. Hard to sort through all those bodies.
What's coming?
No defense.
Yeah, that's the easy way to let them off the hook. Poor pass rush discipline. All the pressure's coming from the left. Everyone's just being a little too greedy, thinking they're going to get the sack, not understanding the situation of the game. All they need is one stop, leave an easy scrambling lane for Huntley. He'll take that all day long.
19 yards is the longest play for the Ravens all day long. We both said all day long. I didn't mean to copy it.
Thanks. Okay.
Likely hangs on here for a short game.
Got a little bit of a spark and a little momentum, and with that 4th down stop, not making it a 3-point game, a 3-score game. Right in position here on the 27-yard line to make it a 1-score game. It happened quick. Sure. Some good execution is going to be required. They have plenty of playmakers. You got Flowers, Andrews, Likely, D-Hop, Hill. A lot of weapons out there. Got to make some clean reads and some decisive throws.
Sack, yes.
One-on-one with Rosengarten on the top. Kind of a bull rush right through his face. Nothing to slow him down. Big, powerful rush from Verse, and they talked about that a lot. Like, you don't always need these counter moves. Just do what you do well. Rush right through their face mask and just bully them all day long.
No defense.
Instead, it's 18 yards and a first. The leg was in perfect position to undercut that outside throw, and he went for it. But if you miss, if you go for it and you miss, there's no one there to make the tackle. Swings away. Inside the 10. More yards for Huntley. That's going to be exhausting. He's not going to run this much in a long time. He's got 3 carries for 39 yards. He's 6 of 7 since coming into the game passing. They need something quick, though. Time is becoming an issue, obviously, even though they've got 3 timeouts left. Down 14, 2nd and 2.
He sucks, yes.
He came through on
Just again, poor blitz pickup. No chance for Huntley. Anytime someone comes unabated right to the middle of the pocket, quarterback's pretty much screwed at that point.
It's almost all of last year with multiple injuries. Big sack, 3rd and 10. More pressure. Between the fires. Tackled immediately for a loss. Again, it's Nate Landman who's having a monster day at linebacker for LA. And now it's 4th and
I did a throw to try to get the touchdown.
That was 16 or 17 on the day. 17. He's got mud all over his helmet, sweating. There's the blood right there. Oh man, we got it all going. There are no 17 tackles.
I know his name's Landman, but it might be Landman now forever. And what a day.
The timeout is called.
Catch their breath.
The timeout is called by Rams head coach.
Yeah, they've been bringing the pressure. She'll look to possibly dial some more ups, wondering if they can handle this protection or leave it to those front four just to do the work on their own.
Did not get it, yes!
Makes a stand, they get it back, looking to salt it away at 17.
They couldn't score. Yeah, 3-3, you got all the momentum on your side. If you go in and you punch this ball in, and they finally give it to Henry, 4th down. Pull the guard, I hated that on the goal line. Gets blown up, and then nowhere for Henry to go.
So instead of it, 10-3, Ravens at the half. It was 3-3. Rams came out in the 3rd quarter. Turnovers helped. And looking to send this game into the final score categories. Kyron Williams gets the ball off the right side.
The timeout is called by Ravens head coach.
Baltimore. With that, we'll be right back after this message by Progressive.
He's just been really good.
Meanwhile, the Rams in control here. How about this? Last two drives by Baltimore. You ready? 30 plays, 16 minutes, 45 seconds of possession, 0 points. That's hard to do.
Hard to do. And very deflating for this team for so many reasons. And you see it on Harbaugh's face right there. It's just been a total morale killer, obviously. First 6 weeks of this season. Hopefully they get Lamar back. The division isn't great.
Second and 4. Williams.
First down, yes! Another timeout called by Ravens head coach.
And they're playing obviously well. At the same time, the Ravens have handled this division pretty well. We'll see if they can turn around after a bye week and get their best player back.
This game lines now, the fans are there, turning around, trying to get you in their selfies and leave the stadium.
Call them the flock.
First down, it's Williams who spins down. So look, you had your battles with the Ravens. I'm going to take you back to a fond memory. Wild card game.
I remember this one. Oh, right on my shoulder.
However, you got revenge today. This was earlier today.
Oh yeah, no, I had to turn him around once. Oh, there you go. There you go. Finally, I got him back. Where are you, Ed Reed? Where are you, Trail Subs? I want a piece of you too. I'll tell you, it still hurt me more than it hurt Ray. I'm sure when I hit him right there.
You said you were mic'd up that game, right?
There was quite a grunt that I let out when I hit the turf there. Ray didn't always say the nicest things to me. I'm glad we're friends post-career. It's not someone I want on my backside.
Yeah, I don't think anyone does. Here's Kyron Williams.
Ravens head coach will take his last time out.
Sports biz careers to break barriers and create pathways into the sports business for more than 4,000 college students today. Visit sportsbizcareers.org to learn how you can help. Great to have you along today. Our Game finally produced by Richie Zions and Rich Russo, whose football team will have a new head coach. Sorry, Russ. But at least Mouskowitz will be happy about that. So there you go. 17-3, 2:44 to go.
I know it hasn't been great for Ravens fans, but it is nice for me to be in Baltimore and not be sore on my flight home.
Wellington drops it, but he comes back on.
Why not? Little more intrigue.
What do you call that play? Is it jet sweep? Jet sweep. Maybe today has not been the greatest jet sweep day.
And I don't even want to blame the wind for this one.
No, the wind, that has something to do.
No, but it's been, very bad football in several different execution type categories. Happy to send their, I don't even know if they're happy to send their special teams unit out anymore, the Rams.
Tom, good news. If you're watching this one, you'll go to bonus coverage of the Cowboys and Panthers. That game is tied at 27. About halfway through the fourth quarter. We'll be in Dallas next week. Dallas Commanders. That's a fun game. Fun game. NFC East is
And we reached the middle warning, and Ravens could not be kept caught up.
2 minutes to go. The Rams 2 minutes away from upping their game to their fourth win of the year. Back after this.
You found it then.
Of course I did. Good boy.
Come on, man. The harsh sulfates in your body wash, they're drying you out. Try Native, sulfate-free, for gentle 24-hour freshness. By Zeus, I smell delicious.
It's Native.
2, please.
Make that 3. With the Capital One Saver card, you earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment.
Are you in this one?
Get your tentacles off my 3% cash back. Perfect delivery. What's in your wallet?
Sorry about that. We'd like to try them.
You know, game started off well for Baltimore, getting Derrick Henry going. Bottom line, 3-3 at the half. Rams defense stepped up in the second half, and Stafford got hot. And they forced 3 Raven turnovers. That's been the difference in this game. Rams finding a way to win, and the Ravens, they haven't caught too many breaks, and they're about to be 1-5, which is just unprecedented territory for John Harbaugh.
And the third time on call by Rams and Colts.
For the Rams, take on Jacksonville next. Ravens have a bye. Next week for us, we told you, fun double dip on Fox. Eagles, Vikings, a good one to start, and then we'll be in Dallas with the Commanders and Cowboys. And with the Giants beating the Eagles on Thursday night, the NFC East is very close, very competitive, and just got a whole lot more interesting.
All these teams are trying to figure out their way at this point, and Ravens 1-5, they're figuring out a lot. But again, for the Rams to come in and win kind of a dirty game on the road, you know, grimy conditions, and you just got a 1 o'clock start, all those things kind of worked that way in the first half, with that 14 points coming out there in the second half for the first 5 minutes of the second.
Get the punt away. Let's go. It bounces inside the 25 with 1:52 to go. No timeouts. Well, the bottom line is when you don't have your 2-time MVP quarterback, it's hard to win. I mean, it's no matter what else is going on around you, because look where he was the first 4 weeks of the year. And still they were having trouble winning the way things were going. But in their Lamar lifetime, he was 65 and 26 when he plays the 4-10 about to be 4-11. You just can't replace that.
Yeah, tough guy to replace in so many different ways. His dynamic playmaking work, but he also makes the run game better. He makes the offensive line better. Helps the defense out because they play with the lead. It's hard to underestimate his impact every single game.
Yes! Oh, hold on, there's a flag on the field. There's a flag on the field.
I enjoyed listening to you two guys talk ball and talking quarterbacking. And you know, just talking about Lamar and how far he's come and then even the next steps. I'll give you an example of how crazy things are with Lamar. He said there was game.
Holding. Offense number 6.
Yes!
Second down.
There was a game where I got where they played, but they had zero blitz. I mean, everybody was coming out of blitz. So they called this quick pass play designed to get a short guy open. He said Lamar ran away from the coverage, didn't throw it, ran away, and then threw it to a guy downfield for a 50-yard completion. He said that guy in all my years of offense has never even been targeted.
Right. And that was the Bucs game last year. Was when you got that, and it's so funny because that happens with Lamar. Some of these things are just the way they happen with him and his dynamic playmaking.
Stacked again, yes!
Young gets home for the sack. Back to back.
And with Lamar missing, KB, you see this sack here. Just on the round, yep, and just Young finds his way.
Young had a nice year, 7.5 sacks around.
Cleveland's gonna give one more chance.
Is ticking. Rams have some really superlative defensive efforts today for Chris Shula's crew. 3 takeaways, 4 sacks, all in this second half, by the way, and 13 pressures. I know playing with backup quarterbacks, but still, their numbers are impressive against anyone. Here's Huntley.
Oh, no.
Hopkins. And the first down.
Yeah, very content to keep that ball in play and moving the Rams are. And KB, congrats to you on your 200th NFL game. I don't know if you knew that, but I have a stats guy over to my left. I don't know, that kind of worked for you and a little bit for me when I found out some things crossed my desk. So, partner, it has been an absolute pleasure to be with you the last year and a half. You're an unbelievable person, friend, and I just could not be more excited about what we're doing together and what's to come.
Let's do 200 together.
Let's keep it going.
Love you, man.
I love you too.
Appreciate it.
So much fun. Having a blast covering football and coming to all these cities and trying to find little diamonds in the rough out there to tell you guys about.
So the Ravens will have a lot of work. The Ravens was able to do it. You know, it's funny, sometimes you see the schedules, and man, week 7 bye, kind of weird, and they need it. Absolutely at the right time.
Yeah, big time for them to regroup. And I know when we talked to Coach Harbaugh, he said, look, you know, I don't want to be 1-5. We can be, but all's not lost. And I know that's a narrative sometimes when you come in these bye weeks and everyone's saying, hey, I know we're 1-5. Everything's ahead of us. For this team, it truly is. You're getting your best player back. Some of these defensive players are getting healthy. There's just no margin of error at this point going forward.
Drop the pass. This is his last chance. There's still one more chance.
Down 28 seconds ago. And then for the Rams, like I said, they're at Jacksonville next, and then they get their bye. And I know coming into the year, you felt that they could be the best team in the NFC, certainly in that conversation. And maybe they've had some turnovers and some bad break special teams, but I think 4-2, they're in a pretty decent place.
Yeah, well, I mean, the only concern, and they do so many great things, is a kicking game. I mean, it's really just killing them. And so many of them, almost did today.
Oh! No, did not get it